Welcome to Bunny's Designs. This is a live stream for Ustream.tv and also recorded for YouTube for people to watch at their leisure. I'm attempting to put my Neocolour 2s, I haven't got many, but I'm going to put them into my giveaway little book of colours. And they should hopefully look like this. Oopsie. But they're going to be labelled because I kind of just didn't know what colours a lot were, so I'm going to put all the yellows together and all the pinks together. So I'm going to start with white and possibly a piece of paper to make sure that it is clean, because I did keep these kicking about in a plastic container and it's not the best. So I'll put that under here and I basically just make a square and then scribble over the top of that. Now white's the worst one to see, but I can see what I'm doing. And then again a third time. You won't probably get more than 3 layers because you'll start seeing bits of crayon flake up, and then you know that it's not going to hold any more colour. And it's better to do it on good quality but cheap 140, not watercolour paper, but anything 140. These are what sketchbooks, the sea white ones, and this one, I'm looking for the cover. They're about 140, but it's not bad. It's not bad quality. You don't want cheap children's, but it's got a little bit of a key, but it's going to hold up well when you read it in the water. And so of course I can label this now. Its number should be 7001. Seven 500. 001. And I think that one's Chinese white. Is it just white? Just make sure that's, and that's, I should put that under there as well. I've actually got a sepia colour in there, so this might be better. No, it's going to have to be sepia, but we can still read it. So number 1's in there, and I'm trying to go from pale. There's a flesh colour there, which I think probably would be quite good. Unless I do the yellows. No, I'll do the yellows. So the next one is... Now, sometimes I do the colour swatch straight away and sometimes I don't, but just a little bit of something on there. And again, probably the third or fourth time the crayon starts to disintegrate because nothing more can get onto that. And the reason I don't use watercolour paper is watercolour paper absorbs colour and it absorbs water, whereas these, you can re-wet this paper and it's very good. It's lasted quite a few years for me, so I was quite impressed with that. So we've got 07500 and we've got 021, and that's called Naples Yellow. And then I would think, so I think that one, 10 and 10 is the same, but this is an older one, but it's a cleaner one. So we'll use that one. And that may be on the other side because it's a little bit brighter, but never mind. And you can do this while you're watching TV, as long as you label each one as you go. As I say, the little ones aren't labelled, but I don't have the full set. I'd quite like the full set, if for no reason that, well, if Derwent don't bring out this little book, I'm going to have to bring out my own little book, in which case I will buy the full set, because then there'll be 100 Neocolour 2s in the little book. So, and that is number, whoopsie, number 10. So that one is 7,500 010, and that one is just called Yellow, isn't it? It's this one, isn't it? It's this one. It's just called Yellow. So I'm not doing the colour swatches. So that one is that one. Have I done this one? Yes, that was Naples Yellow because that was pale. I've done this one. So this is the next one, which is Golden Yellow. And this is going to be quite good. I should have done the up and down really, but I might start the pink. So again, up and down, and again a little bit of crayon is coming off because it's just filling all that tooth up, and that watercolour is sitting on top, and when it starts to kind of come off the top, you can see that's full of colour. So I've got another one in there, and we said that was Golden Yellow, and it's number 20. So they're not in order as such, they're in order of colour. So that's Golden Yellow. So this is the next one. Which is, I'll come with them first, and then this is number 30. So in theory there are 10 shades between that one and this one then. Oh sorry, 9. I don't have the full set, but the wonderful thing about doing this, if you have the wonderful, if they have the new, if you have the full set, if you make these squares in a little book and you go away and it's warm and humid and hot, these crayons do not like hot weather. Whereas you can leave the crayons at home, especially the fact they're quite expensive. And if you lose your little swatch book, and this will last you, you know, if you're doing huge watercolours, they won't. But if you're doing little tiny watercolours and just playing about with colour, they'll last you quite a long time, and you can leave your crayons at home and they're safe. Did I say that was called? Oh, it doesn't have a name. I'm going to have to look that one up. I wonder if it's in here. No, it doesn't look like it's in here. No. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, that's it. But it doesn't have a name. How strange is that? Oh, wait a minute. All is not lost. Let me have a look. This is the original Neocolour 2. That's my other one. So there should be another piece of this with the label on it. Yep, it's not going to tell me, is it? No. The name is on that bit, not on that bit. Typical. But I've got the number. I have the number, so I can find it. In fact, I can find it while I'm thinking about it, because I have so many, I've marked them off. You can download, or you can take a photograph on your phone of a colour swatch for Caran d'Ache, and then you can tick off the ones you've got. Now, not quite sure where it is because I take thousands of photographs. I'm going to have to put all my photographs in order. If you bear with me, because I want to do this now, because otherwise I will forget. So there is can't be far away because I've only just done it. So that's quite good, especially if it's on your phone, because if you tick the ones you've got and then take a photograph of it, when you're in the shop, you can look. I'm going boss-eyed now. You can look and you can decide, have I got this colour when you're in the shop? That's quite good. I could have sworn I did it when I did that, because I was playing with colour and that's what gave me the idea. But no, if I can't find it, I'll just Google it. But I thought it was on here. I think this is it. No, that's Winsor & Newton. I did the same with Winsor & Newton as well, you see. So there should be a Neocolour 2 chart somewhere. And I took a photograph of my acrylic paints. I knew what colour I'd got. I've taken 2 photographs, because they're the only I've got. I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. I've got 11 artist acrylic. And they're not tubed acrylics. I can't think of the word now. And I say I've got a photograph of those so that I know when I get to a shop I don't buy the same one twice. It's instead of writing a shopping list, because I lose shopping lists. It's not looking good for the Caran d'Ache Neocolour 2s, unless that's it. I've tapped it, didn't come out. No, there's a P.H. Martin's watercolour. I can find the charts for everything except for what I want. This is where I was doing all the colour work, so I know it's here somewhere. Oopsie, I'll Google it. But it has mine actually marked off. Oh, I must have missed it, so I better Google it. I found it. Nope. Oh my, finding every chart I have ever photographed except the Caran d'Ache Neocolour 2 one. It's very diddy though, I have to say, it's extremely diddy. It's tiny, which is why it's very good on your phone, because you can kind of expand it. No, so oops. So we've given up with that one. and we'll Google it. So there we are. I think this is can't see it now. Oh, come on. Well, it says pastel pencil, but that isn't. That's the Neocolour 2s. I'm pretty sure this is the Neocolour 2. So number 30 is orange. Yeah, I can live with that. And that would be in all the sets. So that's orange. Just double check. Number 30 is orange. Right, so we're right. Right, so we can write orange on there. And I thought we had another one. What can we put there? Yellow ochre. Now my yellow ochre is a little bit drastic, but I don't think I've got it again, have I? No, so I shall, because it's a very good colour, is this. I'll just make sure there's nothing in there. If I keep it in that direction. And I know this is yellow ochre. Why do I know this is yellow ochre? I don't know, but I do know it is. This is yellow ochre. It's a bit scary why I know that, but it is. So again, it's completely saturated with colour. And again, that was a bit silly. I don't know why I know that was yellow ochre, but I'm pretty sure it was. And let's have a look at this one. Yellow ochre is 34. So that would be 7500 30 34 yellow ochre, and that's yellow. Okay. So welcome to Bunny's Designs. I'm putting my Neocolour 2s into onto sketchbook paper. I hope I haven't broken chat, but I daren't play with it too much because, oh dear, sorry. Just tried to move the kneecaps. Every joint seems to have it having a bit of a party. Oh dear me. Right. So I'm putting all these colours into the little colour book of colours, but instead of being really scruffy, I'm actually labelling them, because this is for the winner of the giveaway that we've got on YouTube and Ustream, and so I need to get on with it. So we've got all those. So we've got a flesh pink, and we've got a pink. I don't know if these are the same, so let's just have a look. I don't know, I think they're different. So I don't know what this one is, which is going to be interesting. It's in this set. No, it isn't. I bought this set in Ireland. Now, it is an old set. I would think this is at least 10 years old, maybe more, because they don't call them Neocolour 2s. But they're very similar to mine. And I had these weren't called Neocolour 2s. When I bought these, I've had these 25 years. My husband bought me these, and they went round Europe. So I had to buy this set because I loved it. And so I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to look for what it is. Let me have a look first. So we've got kind of that. I know that's flesh pink. No, it's salmon rose. That's flesh pink then. And again, I don't know why I know this. Now, it doesn't say that is the Neocolour. That's the one. This is the official one. So 30 yellow ochre. See, it's not, and it says it's 35 there. Golden ochre and light ochre. I thought that would be yellow. Well, I've put it down as yellow ochre, but it probably isn't then. It's probably ochre then. I put it down as 34, and there isn't a 34, so I don't know how I made that, because this is the official Neocolour 2 one, and I wasn't on that one, but orange is 30. It's not a light ochre. I would think it's ochre, so I would think it's 35, but let me have a look at this. There's salmon pink. Well, that doesn't look like salmon pink for a start off, but we've got salmon pink. But I'm sure they do a flesh pink, but flesh pink would be up here, wouldn't it? I don't know if it's flashing out. Let me have a look. Yeah, you've got your greys up here. Right, so we've got the salmon pink, which is this one. So it's a little bit paler than a salmon pink. I wonder if it's going to be just salmon then. Because these are all coldish yellows. Yellow. That's not a yellow orange. It's definitely a pink. But if that's salmon and that's salmon pink, I would say that's salmon. So I'm going to guess that's salmon. And apologies if it's wrong. I can always put a little sticky label over it. So this was the palest one. Just make sure that it's all nice and clean. And I'll start this way, and then we can go into pinks and reds. So this one. So I hope you don't find this too boring. I'll just do this page, and then you can see in real time. You do need it on a flat surface then. Otherwise, it's like a brass rubbing, because it reacts like a crayon. But there's quite a lot of colour on there now. As I say, it's not going to do you a huge watercolour, but for colouring in or for pale watercolours, it'll be fine. I don't know whether to leave that because it's not for me, but I'm pretty sure that's salmon. And we said salmon was what number? Oopsie, don't do that. We thought salmon was salmon is 51, so it's it's 7500 excuse me, 51, and that's salmon. And then this one is salmon pink. Put them back in there when I know where they are, because they've never had a proper home before. But as I say, my daughter was throwing this out because the zips were broken and it was a children's Disney one that they've had for a long time. And I thought actually that'd be perfect for my Caran Neocolour 2s, because they hold 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Excuse me, 10, 20, 30. That's 40 in there, so that would be quite good. So this is a little bit pinkier. This is salmon pink. And I may leave the colour swatches so that the person that gets it can colour it in. And because this is it's not an expensive gift. It's, you know, it costs pennies to make. I'm not sure if I can do it on YouTube. I think I can. So we said salmon pink was 71. Is that right? Whoopsie. Yeah, 71. But that's a flesh tone, that one. I thought that was called flesh. No, I've done it. I'm sure it's called flesh tone. It is, it's called flesh. Piffle. I don't know, it looks a bit pink to me. Oh, well, we'll leave it. I thought that was flesh. Never mind. I should have left it, shouldn't I? I was convinced it was a salmony colour. But I think that's flesh. I've made a boo-boo. So I've had the pinks, and so I can shut that. Put these two purples in this section. Right, so we want, they're both scarlets, so I think we may as well go to pink, haven't we, and then we'll go to red. So we've got, oh, it says purple. I've not got a pink then. It says purple, but I would think that's we'll go that way round to get to reds. It says purple, but I would call that a pink. Oh, hi little P, welcome to Bonnie's Designs. Anybody else that's joined us this morning? I'm filling in my Caran Neocolour 2s and then trying to label the ones that I have that aren't labelled, and I've kind of failed. So, but you've just got to be careful that you don't contaminate those colours because they're pale. And so you know when you're getting full of colour, because flecks appeared. So that one says that it's called purple and it's number 90. And that now leads me to French Ultramarine. Nope, it doesn't. I'm going to go, oh, I've got this pale purple as well, look here. That's like a lilac. Sky blue. that wants to come down here, and that does as well. So I'm going to go back into here. So we're going to go this one next, which is Scarlet, is it? Carmine. So we'll go Carmine. And again, you've got to try and give quite a nice coating, about 3 or 4. Four's the most, I think. Normally it's 3 before you start to see the bits, and you're just kind of wasting crayon then. So this one is 0080. Carmine. And then I think I've got 2 more. I've got the Scarlet, and I've got Ruby Red. And Ruby Red is number 8. Is number 80. I thought Carmine was number 80. That's interesting. Oh no, 280. 280 is Carmine. Ah, that was is Ruby Red. So we put just double check which is the brightest. I think that's the pinkiest, and that's Scarlet, isn't it? Yeah, and then that's Scarlet. So this is pink here. So we'll put this one next to it, and then you can just see a slight difference. And that's worked out quite well, because that means we've got the colours on here. So I hope everybody's well. Just thought I'd show how to get the crayony ones in, and I've got the art bars from Derwent that arrived yesterday, so they're probably going here. I just want to have a bit of a play with them first, because if they're very similar to Neocolour 2s, there's not much point in putting them in, and they'll just take up space from something else. What did I say? That was 280, that one, wasn't it? So that's 7500. 280, and that one is called Ruby Red. Sorry, alert. No idea what that's about. Sorry. Alfie, shush. I don't even know what that's about. So we can put 7500. Alfie, 70. Rat pack. That's Scarlet. And so we've got, and those reds are very similar, but oopsie, again, flat surface, otherwise you'll get the oopsie, you'll get the brass rubbing effect. Probably about 3 layers, but that's what it's done to the crayon, which is next to nothing. So you've got all this colour here, portable. Just got to be careful that you don't contaminate the colours, because it's crayon. There we go. So I'm going to probably put, oops, I've got a piece in there as well, because that is pure colour, so you've got to be really careful when you're doing this. So we've got the reds, and they're now ready to sit in there, right way up, and then we'll have a label here that says Neocolour 2s. And I'll leave the person who gets that one to do the colour swatch, because then you can have a play. So technically I could put that in there just to make it safe. There we go. I mean, you could have them like that and pull them out, but that means you have to pull them out every time you want to play instead of just flicking over, you see. So, and obviously that one's not going there, is it? So I need the phone, because I don't know why I need the phone. I just want to have a look at something. So welcome to Bunny's Designs. So I'm going to put the blues. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I've got all the browns. So we could have 36 Neocolour 2s, I think. Pretty sure there's 36. So just bear with me 2 seconds. Right. So I'm quite pleased with that, and I need to do them on the other side. No, I don't. I couldn't decide what to do, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do photocopy paper. Stick the photocopy paper and put this in, because that means you could tear this off and replace it and you don't have to take the page out, although it's only going to be stuck in with sellotape, but I think that's better. It just gives it a bit more stability. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. But this one's held up quite well. So, and this is just stuck on photo paper with plastic stuck on it. It was very roughly made. This section is the original. This is the original section, and because it worked quite well, I've just left it. So that's why I've got a lot more in mind, because there's kind of 6. All the Caran dashes are in. They're on one sleeve. I must have lost some of mine Caran dash Neocolour 2s. I don't know where they are. Oh, there's some more blues there. And even though there's only a tiny bit, it's still colour. That's not a Neocolour 2, isn't that? That one is. If I put those on that side, I know these have got to go in. I think that's the same as that one, and that's the same as that one. I'm pretty sure, but we'll double check. Yep, so that's that one done. I'll do the Neocolour 2s, and then we'll just have a look at the time. And then I was going to work in the Colin Thompson book, because I haven't worked in that for a while. That's the only thing when you've got so many different colour books. I'll just put the lid on that just to keep it dry. And I'll double check to see. I didn't check the reds, did I? Yes, that's that one. They're normally the same in sets, and I would think this is the don't know what that one is. That one's definitely the yellow we have. That's definitely that yellow. And that's the orange. That's the yellow ochre. Because normally in the little sets, just had a thought actually, bear with me 2 seconds. I don't think these have got thingies on there. These, I've had these a long time and I love these. Ah, they do have. Right, number 30. Golden Cadmium. Yes. What's that colour then? Number 35, Ochre. It doesn't look as dark as that one, though, does it? Let me have a look. Right, so I've got some of these then. So there's 15 in here. I knew I had some more somewhere. My brain was just not with it. Right, so I've got these out. I think that one's, is that French Ultramarine? It's dark Ultramarine. Oh, we've got lots more colours. That's number 60. Light Cad Red. Oh, piffle. I've done it now. Never mind. I can put them in somewhere. And that's a different ochre as well. Then I have a set I gave my daughter. I thought they were all the same. I knew I had some Neocolour somewhere. And I wanted to know why I knew that was ochre, you see. That's what was throwing me. I just knew that was a strange colour. But that ochre is dark then, is it? Is that dark ochre? Didn't do with the ochre colour. And what did I say that was? Ochre. That should be dark ochre then, maybe. Oh, so if you've got lots more colours, there's another 15 colours to go in there then. I thought they were all... Oh, and that's a very light one. Look at that one. Piffle. Never mind, I'm going to have to do it again. I shall do it again because I want all the colours together. So I think we're going to have to do it again. You can't faff about looking for different colours. So I can shove that one in mine, it's fine. Right. So let's take the ones out that we want. Is that 21? So I'll take these out. I'm going to put them all in order. That's number 240. Got that one. And then we want that ochre. Let me just try this ochre. And then this ochre. Just a minute. Yeah, so one's ochre and one's dark ochre. So they can go over there. So we've got reddish orange, which is number 40. And that's number 30. And then we've got, that's 530, Golden Cadmium. And I don't know if that one's Golden Cadmium. I would say they've changed the name. Have a look. Sorry about this. Ooh. they are slightly different. No, I don't. Let me have a look. Let's have a bit of a dunk. So this is this one. I don't think there's anything in it. I think they've changed the name. Because these are called Neo Art. They are not Neocolour 2s. And it is a 530 and that's a 30. So I would say that's the same. Yeah, I would say that's the same. So we've got 2, 4, we've got 6 yellows, and then we've got, I'm going to put the cads, the ochres with the browns. So we've got 6 of those, right, and then we've got 2 flesh colours. I wonder if there's one in there. Just bear with me a second. I should have. Two more sets. I did give them one each to my daughters. Oh no, and I gave one away to a neighbour. No, I haven't. So, if we've got that one. So there's 6 of those. There's the pink. And there's this pink. So we'll get all the pinks out and put them all back later on. So there's 2 pinks there. Now this one is 90 and this one is 350. Oof, let's see what's the difference. I mean, these are still fab. I've had these a lot of years. Again, I would say they are the same. But I'll just make sure by taking that one there. Nope, there is a slight difference. There is a difference in the shade. I think. The problem, you see, these are so vibrant. These are more vibrant than these, which you wouldn't believe. But they are. So if I took that over there, I would say that's the same. Maybe slightly different in the pigment. But yeah, that's the same. So the only difference is that yellow then, isn't it? No, I've got 2 different ones. So onto the reds. So they're the pinks. Onto the reds. We've got the carmine, the scarlet, and the ruby red. And then I've got a cadmium. And I wouldn't think that this is near the cadmium, is it? And they've probably still got this one in cadmium. Yeah, there's a difference in those as well. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7. We would have to have 7, wouldn't we? Well, we've got 2, 4, 6. Then we've got that purple. French Ultramarine. This is dark French Ultramarine number 40. and that's 140. So I think they've just changed the colours really slightly. Yeah, that's a nicer colour. That's the nicer French Ultramarine. These are a lot more vibrant than those. I don't know why they've changed them, but these are Neo Art. Right, what else have we got? We've got a greeny blue and a greeny blue. The black can go over there. We have a purple, which is Cobalt Violet. And I think that was just a purple, wasn't it? That's a violet, so they're different. So I think this one is this one. Yep. This is a pale violet, a pale sky blue. It says this is sky blue. Right, I would class that purple. So 2, 4, 6. I would say we've got 6 there. And then I would say that's a green. This is a Prussian blue. I would think that's a Prussian blue, but it doesn't say it's this. Yes, that's Prussian blue. So we've got 61. I think that's a light blue 61. 160. No, I think. Well, they're all different. So there's 2, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure I haven't got that one. It's very near, but it isn't. So I've got 2, 4, 6 blues. And then we've got greens next. Oh, we've got this pink. Have we got this pink? Reddish. What number is that? It's 350. And that's 90. Oh, we said they were very similar there, didn't we? Yes, I've done these. So, it's going to be a bit full. Sorry about this. Have we got any questions? Gee, it's turning out to be quite a thing, is this now? So we've got the greens next. So I would think that's called 180 is malachite green, and that one's called dark green. Yeah, they're all different too. So I've got 6 greens. So we've got 1 page, 2 pages, I've got 3 pages. So we've got browns next. So we've got the 2 ochres. And then we've got a very dark one, and a lighter one, and a lighter one. So we've got a sienna, and there should be a number. A sepia. And Van Dyke brown. So we've got 1, 2, 3 full pages of those. So that's 36, isn't it? 1. Yes, 36. So we've got 36 Caran Neocolour 2s. think there's an odd more browns in there, but we don't. Nobody wants 12 browns. It's just I'm a bit of a brown girl, so I've got another 6 different browns. But no, so I've got 2, 4, 6. I've got 7, so I'm going to have to get rid of 1. I think the Ochre is better than this one, so we'll go for Ochre. Right, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. 6 blues, 6 purples. Oopsie. I've got an extra one there. They're different. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. I've got 37. So maybe the pink, because they're very, very similar. Right. Gosh, that took a bit doing. Sorry about that. Right, so we've got 36 colours. So we've got half a page of browns, half a page of greens. So I might put the reds and the purples together, the blues and the greens together, and the browns and the yellows together, because that's coolish, warmish, cold. That might be better. Golly, gumdrops. Give my full coffee now. Right, so at least we've got that organised. So they should look like this. So I'd have the reds and the purples underneath, upside down. But they look a little bit neater than mine. So there's 36 Neocolour 2s. I don't know if I've got any more somewhere. I think I've given the girls the sets that I did have. And as I say, because it's just a bit slightly different, they're obscure. So I don't really need the full set of Neocolour 2s. I can just buy odd ones occasionally till I've got the full set. Tight Yorkshire lass thinking there. That's good. So I'm going to make some more of these and square them out. And then I'm going to stick each one so we can pull them apart. That's a better idea. And then they'll go in here, like so. So they look quite good like that, I think. I tried to go from palest to darkest, if we can. Those two, I think those two are very similar, those two, but oh, it is, it's a burnt sienna, so I can change this one for oh, that's a nice one. A dunkel beige. There we go. So we've got a dunkel beige, and then we've got a raw umber. Then we go brownie, 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 brownie. Then we have a dark brown there. And the pinks will be, the oranges are okay. There, that goes a bit pinky. You think? And then the purples. To be there. And then the blues. It's a bit of a turquoisey colour there, isn't it, going on? So, that's how it should look. So I'm going to stop this video for that one, and then I'll do some colouring, because you need to do this off camera so you can concentrate, otherwise you make a mess like I did. So thank you for watching.